we shall begin with looking at throat fixing. Now, with the throat fixing, you know that happens because of exaltations and detriments. This is about you noticing them. You do not have to discuss them with the client. In fact, it can be dangerous to go too deep into this because then it may be confusing. So it depends on how much time you have with the client and where are the biggest challenges. Obviously, if they have a throat gait that is compromised, and that's what's doing the fixing, that's going to be a topic of discussion. So just be careful about going too deep, because what the not self will do, and most of them are not self, will start blaming, shaming, guilting, faulting, instead of, and just give up on the relationship instead of seeing how to work around it and find solutions. So depending on your design, if you got a lot of fives, you might be able to assess this chart, hear their story, and then give them practical solutions and or ways of dealing with these challenges that are there. Okay, so just be careful not to get too sticky, too deep, because remember, this is for you to know, not that you're teaching them human design, but that you're helping provide them with ways that makes life easier. So think about that when you're also doing profiles, comparing and contrasting profile to profile, comparing and contrasting node to node. If there's no harmony or resonance between profiles or nodes to each other, then you can cross over from the profile to the node, just to find some kind of harmony or resonance that you can help the client understand to meet the other. To be in connection with the other in a way that makes more fulfillment in the relationship. Okay, because we can't change what the relationship is, so we're looking for ways to soothe and ease the pain of relationship. The more incorrect the relationship is, the more challenge and pain there is going to be. So sometimes even those people might be apart and they're looking for ways to get back together or to resolve, why did it fall apart, that kind of thing. So you can definitely help them with seeing the no fault, the no choice, the helplessness, and that it wasn't anyone, no one was to blame. For the most part, when you look at designs, you can see that. Okay, so this is where in the chart, seeing exaltations and detriments in the context of fixing, I want you to think about the words this and that instead of good and bad. So it's just a this and a that. There's no judgment. The detriments in the design are perfect. Perfect. If that person has a fixing in their own throat, it's perfect for how they're designed to be. Okay, we're talking about throat here, but of course it's anywhere when it comes to communication. However, when we have a detriment that is caused by the relationship, that can be a challenge. However, that is the relationship. So generally what you'll see in your designs, anywhere you have a detriment over the years, if you still hate your detriments, don't worry, it'll take a few years more, and then you'll see how wonderful and beautiful they are and how much they protect you. I wouldn't give my detriment away for anything. It is one of the things that fixes who I am and how I'm here to be. So detriment offers the greatest opportunity to learn. Learn about yourself if you have it fixed, or in the relationship, for them to learn that this is what the relationship is. This is what is caused by being in relationship. So it's not a fault thing. It's just okay, that's their thing. So let's look at some examples. With Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise, what you're looking at is that they have a lot of things happening in their throat, don't they? With regards to the process of understanding this throat dynamic, here is Katie with her unconscious driving force, her moon, and she's got it without a fixing or a detriment, because we can see that there's no detriment or fixing exaltation because the moon is not listed here next to the arrows. However, the moment we add Tom Cruise into the mix, because his 48 is there where the earth is, what's going to happen with them is that now she doesn't have access to the detriment. So the fixing through an electromagnetic is a very common thing that you're going to find, because the moment you add in the mix more planetary activations, there's more potentials for fixings. So Tom's design, let's see, in the earth, and then Katie is being pulled into the exaltation. So what's interesting here is I'm looking at the notes and it's saying Tom's design in the earth is pulled into the detriment by Katie's design in the moon. But we're just looking at her throat. We're looking at throat traits today. So you'll see that that is going to be something that they both have to deal with. Well, with this person, I'm more like this. With that person, I'm more like that. That's all there is to it. It's not good, bad. So instead of placing judgment on it, it's just a knowing, you're seeing. Now, when you're doing your analysis written, I do want you to take note of them for me, because it shows me that you're seeing what's going on. Okay? As far as discussing with the client, be careful not to confuse them or yourself. All right. So here we have the exaltation, the this, or that. We have a this here for her. You know how that works? So what happens is now we look at another one, the channel of the prodigal, design of a witness. Now we have being compromised, and also there's an influence. So with Tom Cruise in his north node, you can see it's the gate of retreat. He's got the second line surrender. And what happens when she comes into the mix, even though she is being compromised, she's got the 33 as well, and hers is in Jupiter. So what happens? We lose the detriment, the that, and then what happens is that he's going to experience the exaltation only. Now it's at this point you're like, oh, that's wonderful. They both bring out the best in each other. Be careful with that one, because you want to read the quality of the line, because not all exaltations are actually really awesome, just like not all detriments are really horrible. It's just a judgment call. Okay, so to go back to what the foundation of this and that, exaltation and detriment is, it's the collective's judgment on good or bad. So it can be more of a challenge to be fixed in the detriment, because people usually judge themselves, judge others, when that thing about them shows up. So Tom has the channel of the prodigal. You see that he's got the 13 south node, 33 personality north node. She's got Jupiter. Throw Jupiter into the mix. Now we have the this side of the equation. And here we have the channel of openness with Katie, where she's got the 1222, her earth in the 12, the south node is the 22, and you can see that her fifth line here is going to be about being pragmatic, the pragmatist. So what happens with him is he's got the gate of grace. He's being compromised here. And because it's Mars, by the way, when you see Mars in a channel, always take a closer gander, a peek at that, because that is one of those that is going to influence a lot of things. Mars has a lot of influence on lines. And so now we lose the this, the exaltation, and she only gets the that in expression with him. And then here's the first that we have, the detriment. It's at this point where you go, okay, how do I describe this to that person without explaining the fixings? You don't have to explain it. That's too technical. But you can say, well, you may notice that with Tom, or you can ask her, have you noticed that with Tom, that you feel more cautious around him? You know, when you're with him, that you might experience painful social experiences. Being pragmatic is your way through those experiences. Bring her back to her authority. Being emotionally clear is your way. Being patient is your way. It's okay to be cautious, you know, that kind of thing. So soothing some of the pain points. It's skip over what the challenges are, but you can help guide that person to understand that nobody is doing this on purpose. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so there is that. Now let's look at another couple. We also have a lot of definition here with the throat in Angelina and Brad Pitt. So let's go look at Angelina Jolie's channel of money. She's got the design of a materialist, both Venus and the moon and the Mars in 21. This is a powerful woman. And then she's got her Mercury in 45. So let's take a peek at her gate 45, her Mercury, the sixth line of reconsideration. What happens when we have Brad Pitt with his Jupiter in gate 21 is that now she loses an aspect of expression of that part of herself. So what's going to happen with her is she will focus on conditioning him to conform. his 21, his Jupiter, his being in control is going to cause her to force him or focus him on conditioning him to conform. And you can see that just reinforces the challenge here. This is one of the three channels. Do you remember what three channels are really difficult? 2145 is one of the three. Also the 515, another difficult one, and the 3635. Anytime you see compromises in there or electromagnetics, they're very challenging. Okay, so this is one of the challenges, is that she's not doing it on purpose. It's him that is creating this dynamic. But that is how she's expressing herself. That's her voice, after all. And if he tries to take control, he's just going to break his heart. We know this. That is a really interesting dynamic there. I mean, it's just kind of mind-blowing. So unless they're also studying human design as a fellow analyst in training, then it might be a little bit too much to go into the detail unless you're doing coaching over time. Yeah, long-term coaching, where you can go into more of this to help them see what's going on. Okay, Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman. You can see Keith's sun is in gate 31. It's compromised by her 731, her alpha, but also it's pulled into exaltation. So here we have the channel of the alpha for her with the design of leadership for good or bad. For Nicole Kidman, her Venus in the second line, her Jupiter in the fourth line of that 731 construct. And then with Keith, his sun in the 31, line 2, arrogance. Leadership is the name of the game here. So what happens with her is her Jupiter is the one that is going to influence his 31, line 2, her Jupiter, because you can see that Jupiter right there fixes us into exaltation. So here's one of those that you could see would be a challenge, and it's an exaltation. Let's try and unpack this a little bit. Independent action without guidance. It's arrogant. What happens with her is he attempts to lead, cannot wait for consensus because of her very nature. And so that's going to be a thorn in the side, a pain point, even though there's an exaltation, because it's a compromise especially. So that's why you don't say, oh, you bring out the best. She brings out the best in you. Read the line first. Make sure that you're saying something that's accurate, okay? So there's the exaltation. The this, it's just a this. Okay, let's look at Natalie Portman Benjamin Millepied. Millepied? Millepied. Not sure how to pronounce your name, sir. Sorry about that. Let's check it out. He's got a Jupiter with his law and protection in gate 35. Progress, the gate of change. So this is about fourth line hunger, the insatiable appetite for progress. So what happens when he meets beautiful Natalie Portman is that he's pulled into the detriment by her Mars. Remember Mars? It's going to pull a lot of things into detriment. In that electromagnetic connection, there's her 36, darkening of the light, gate of crisis. And what's going to happen? Boom. We don't have access to the this portion. So what happens with him? The drive for progress that will ultimately step on toes and lead to recrimination. That is her effect on him, just only that. And so this is one of those challenging channels where, you know, it's all about shared experiences. Let's share a crisis, says Natalie. Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody who has a 36? They share their crisis with you. It's the drama, right? A drama queen stream is like to call it. So what happens is her very influence in his life is going to lead him to step on her toes and lead to recrimination. That's why electromagnetic attraction, repulsion. What I tend to see is, excuse me, the detriments will get more repulsed sooner, but it's not always the case. So remember to look at the line quality. Always with fixing, you're looking at an aspect of a person that is now only accessible in this way. And so the electromagnetics will want a break. They'll want a pause. They'll want to get back to what they usually are used to, which is somewhere in the middle, right? Because it's somewhere in the middle unless they themselves have a fixing. They have a fixing. And in the relationship, we cannot help that this is what their dynamic is going to be about. You know, remember basic terminology. I kind of went through that quickly, but basic terminology for each trait. If you look at that one, I can give you one more piece here as an example. Remember the voices. So feeling like a new experience, insatiable appetite for progress, impatient, not able to wait, right? Because there's a drive for progress. So in your sentences, when you construct the dynamics of what's happening here, that's what you want to go back to. Not just, don't get too focused on the line quality, but also speak to the nature of what the trait is, the gate is talking about. What is it about? Yeah, it's his good fortune and good luck to learn about insatiable appetite for progress. But with her, what can happen is not patient enough. Yeah, too much of a challenge. See, the exaltation says less severe, less severe. It's still an issue. And she's the one that's emotional. He's spontaneous. So when you go back to the design, also check if the very dynamic between her and him makes him more impatient. You can see how much of a conditioning element that would be in their relationship to try and get her to be more spontaneous, like me. What's wrong with you? Why are you so, you could say wishy-washy, you could say uncertain, unclear, unsure, you know, can't you just speed up a little bit, that kind of thing. The kind of pressure that's going to happen in conditioning with very different dynamics here. I can remember my first analyst in my relationship analysis saying, don't let Oren, he's splenic, I'm not, don't let him push you into taking risks spontaneously, into anything spontaneously. So that's a dynamic that you can see the electromagnetic here is reinforcing. Okay?